My sister brought her boyfriend home to prove I wasn't real family. Growing up, my sister Haley had one weapon she used on me, and she used it every single time we fought. At least mom and dad picked me on purpose. They got stuck with you. I was adopted. She never let me forget it. And the worst part, I started to believe her. Was I actually wanted, or was I just the kid they settled for? So when I was 15, I decided I'd earn a place nobody could question. It started with something small. Mom and dad were obsessed with this Korean drama, and one night mom said she wished she could actually speak the language, that it would open up a whole world for her. That stuck with me. That night I downloaded 3 apps and started learning Korean in secret. Every night after homework. Headphones in, door shut. I told my parents the tutoring money was for school projects. I watched shows with no subtitles until my head hurt. I cooked Korean recipes on weekends when the house was empty and threw out the evidence. 3 years. Nobody knew. Not one person. Meanwhile, Haley started dating Daniel. And Daniel, according to Haley, was everything I wasn't. Cultured, worldly, interesting. Some people are just naturally fascinating, she'd say at dinner, staring right at me. Others are basic. And here's what made it worse. My parents ate it up. They'd lean in and ask Daniel about his life, treating him like the sophisticated son they never had. Daniel himself was actually kind to me, but every time we talked, Haley cut it off. Don't bore him with your weird little hobbies. Then came her graduation party, her big moment. She invited Daniel and made him bring his parents, who'd immigrated from Korea when he was young. She wanted every relative we had to see her worldly international boyfriend and his family. Living proof she was the interesting one. Except when Daniel's parents walked in, it fell apart in about 4 minutes. They spoke almost no English. Daniel was sweating, trying to translate 3 conversations at once. My parents were smiling too hard, doing that slow, loud talking people do when there's a language wall. His mom and dad just stood by the snack table, polite, smiling, completely alone in a room full of people. And Haley stood frozen. Her whole worldly girlfriend plan was dying in real time, and she shot me this look, like somehow this was my fault for existing. Daniel was trying to explain where the bathroom was, using hand gestures. That's when I put down my plate and walked over. "Annyeonghaseyo," I said, and bowed a little. I wish I could describe his mother's face. Her whole expression just cracked open. Her eyes went wide and she grabbed her husband's arm. For the next hour, I sat with them and we just talked. Real Korean. Easy, flowing. They told me about their hometown near Busan. I told them about the dishes I'd taught myself, and his mom got so excited she started scribbling her own recipe corrections on a napkin for me. The whole family drifted over and just watched, stunned. Dad's voice was almost shaking. "How long have you been learning this?" 3 years, I said. I wanted it to be a surprise. And Daniel's mom took both my hands, and in the little English she had, she turned to my parents and said the thing I'll never forget. "Your daughter. She has beautiful heart." Mom started crying right there. But then his mom kept going. She looked back at me, then back at my parents, and her smile faded into something confused. She said something else in Korean, slower this time, and pointed at me, at my face. And I understood every word, and I felt the blood drain out of me. Because she said, "But how does she have our Sujin's eyes?" The napkin was still in my hand, and under her recipe she'd written a name, a birth date, and it was mine. The kitchen went dead quiet. Every voice in that house just stopped at the same time, like somebody hit a switch. I was still holding the napkin, her recipe on top, and underneath it, in that shaky handwriting, a name I'd never heard and a birth date I knew better than my own. March 4th, my birthday. The exact one. Not close, not similar. Mine. Sujin, Daniel's mother said again, softer this time, and she reached up and touched my cheek with 2 fingers, like she was checking if I was real. I want to tell you I said something back. I didn't. I just stood there while the whole party stared, and the only sound in the house was the ice maker dumping cubes into the tray in the freezer. Clunk, clunk, clunk. Then my mom. My real full story on the channel, link below.